has a potential of kind of being almost a instant classic. We have the 2-2
Yes.
Las Vegas Raiders taking on the 2-2 Denver Broncos. Mark, this might shock you, but right now the Denver Broncos are 3-point favorites. Mark, give me 3 keys of how the Broncos can win this weekend's game versus the Raiders.
Number one, it's our defense, man. Our defense is balling out right now. We have we're ranking top 3 in yards. We're second in pass yards per attempt. We're first in sacks per attempt. We're third best in third down conversion. Defense is just killing it, man. If they keep this up, we're gonna shut down Gardner Minshew and a non Devontae Adams Raiders team. Second game, our pass game needs to be better. We're ranking the bottom part of the league, 29th. Our pass per attempt is terrible. It's 30th. Our third down conversion is 31st. It's bad. So our offense passing game needs to be better. Lastly, our Denver O-line needs to keep going. They need to keep Bo clean. Like, they have the lowest sack percentage in the league at 2.8%. 2.8%. If they keep that up, I think we're going to beat the Raiders.
Yeah, so just to recap for Mark here, guys. Number one is defense needs to keep balling out. The defense is currently ranked second in the NFL. Wrap your head around that. Great defense. Bo Nix needs to have a better passing game. I believe he has only averaged like 160 some odd yards per game right now. And then, of course, keep Bo clean. If you're able to keep your quarterback upright, he's able to pass the ball, and the offense is able to excel. You guys have listened to Mark about his Broncos. Now, I'm going to give you 3 keys to the Las Vegas Raiders. Key number 1 is going to be Brock Bowers, the tight end that they drafted. Brock Bowers, his first 2 weeks of the season, Brock had 6 catches in each of those games. The last week, he only had 2 catches. And then the loss to the Panthers, he only had 3 catches. So first 2 weeks, he had 12 catches. The last 2, he had 5. With Devontae Adams out, why not use Brock Bowers? Use him over and over and over again. Gardner Minshew, guys, is an expert of a short dump-off passing game. Get Brock Bowers the ball early and establish him often. Number two. Play great defense. Do not let the Denver Broncos offense ever get going. Like Mark said, the Denver Broncos offense is ranked 27th right now. 27th ranked offense. They have yet to show any rhythm or the ability to put back-to-back drives together. Not only that, Sean Payton is making suspect coaching choices. Bo Nix only has 59 yards per game this season, but he does have 2 games over 200 yards passing versus Steelers and Bucks, both top 10 defenses. If he gets any sense of confidence, it could be a long day for the Las Vegas Raiders. I expect Max Crosby, if he plays, to get 3 sacks and 9 quarterback rushes. I expect Max to be in that backfield early and often. And key number 3 is to find a number 1 receiver. We all know that Devontae Adams is done in Las Vegas. This hamstring injury is false. Let's just be honest. It is time for somebody to step up. Whether it's Jacoby Myers, Tucker, or Turner, I don't care who it is, somebody has to step up. There needs to be an established number 1 receiver in this game, and they need to demand the ball. So just to recap, get Brock Bowers involved early and often, play great defense, Max Crosby, get in the backfield, get Bo Nix dirty, and find a number 1 receiver. Find a number 1 receiver. Mark, with that being said, wow emoji for the Raiders, heart emoji for the Broncos. Who do you got winning this game and why? Mute.
I'm going with the heart emoji. I'm always picking my Broncos, always, especially against the Raiders. I'm not going to say anything bad, but I just think that we're going to finally get over the streak. They beat us like the last 6 times. That streak needs to end, and I feel like it's finally going to end. And then also we're going to be inducting Steve Foley and they're drawing a blank another player's name. 2 players in the Ring of Fame. And they're going to be wearing the old school 77 retro jerseys. I don't personally like them, but I think that might give the team good juju, and we're going to win.
And Mark, honestly, everything in my body wants me to pick against the Raiders. Whether it's my fandom, or just want to piss off John and Jim, or just root for your team. But I cannot pick the Denver Broncos to win this game. The offense worries me so much. What you guys have, you have like 26 points versus the Bucks, and then was it 20 points versus the who'd you play first week? Chargers, right?
No, Seahawks.
The Seahawks. But when you only score 9 points versus the Jets, a struggling Jets team as is, and suspect play calling in that final drive or two of that game, I just don't trust the Broncos. I don't trust Sean Payton. I like Bo Nix. I like the defense, but I think Sean Payton is going to outcoach himself out of this game. I think the Raiders are going to win this game. So house divided here, Mark. I'm going to go with the Raiders. I went with
Can't believe you picked the Raiders, Buck.
Hey, I went with your Broncos last week. I talked you into it, but I cannot go with the Broncos.
Okay, so Gardner Minshew and with a no Devontae Adams and a Brock Bowers that hasn't been living up to par. Like, granted, our offense hasn't been great, but if the offense that shows up against Tampa shows up, we're winning that game.
Yeah, and that's a big if they show up. But let's just be honest that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers forgot to show up that game. If that game is played again on Sunday afternoon, you guys probably get blown out. I'm just sorry. It is what it is. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the chat here. Wow emoji for the Raiders, heart emoji for the Denver Broncos. Let's see. John is saying the Raiders. Of course, he's picking the Raiders. Kevin is saying the Broncos, but I like to see Nix be a better quarterback. Yeah. Jim Powell says Bo Nix is Herbert 2.0. No juice. All the hype, but no juice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's still, what, four weeks into the season? I mean, he still has time.
Yeah, it's still early.
Right? Terry Vernon says Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl this year. Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll be talking about the Cowboys here in about 5 games, Terry, so stay tuned for that. Trust me, I am on your boys. I got the football right there of the Dallas Cowboys. Go boys. And Kevin says only her playing Madden. I'm not think you're playing the Raiders. Yeah. Lou Man says I got the Broncos. Jim says Tucker and Bowers are going to be fine. More than enough against the Hoes. Okay. Alpha Rob says Broncos. John says Raiders Nation for life. He's picking the Raiders. And Kevin says you're always picking your Broncos. No wonder why you think Allen had to do something with Diggs' departure. Oh, shots fired. Pew, pew.
It's like you said, Buck, I'm with you. I'm always going to pick my team. So from going on forward now, like, I'm never picking against them. So deal with it, Kev.
Derek says Raiders 35-16.
Oh.
Oof. I'm not for sure the Raiders have.
That means the defense was bad.
Yeah, and I don't know. Kevin says Sean Payton needs to stop trying to coach a team like he still has Breeze at his QB. Facts. He needs to understand he has a rookie quarterback.
Truth. I would agree with you on that one.
Jim says it's almost cow pushing season. The Broncos will be worried about crossing Brokeback Mountain than playing football. Not wrong. And then John says Buck is Bobby Hill. Man, fuck you guys.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
All right, guys. Wow emoji for the Raiders. Heart emoji for the Denver Broncos. Let me know who you guys got. Let me know who you guys got in the comments below. Next up, we have the